And welcome back, everyone, to Who Would Win. Today's Who Would Win comes to us from Teen Titan Robin in anime, who asked the question, which is the better clown, or which clown wins? Buggy, the first villain Luffy ever fought in the anime/manga of One Piece. I mean, the first on-screen one. I'm sure he had fought other individuals before then, but this is the first main villain, versus the Joker. Now, on paper, one does seem to beat the other in different ways. Buggy is obviously a lot more physically inclined thanks to his dice fruit, which allows him to essentially split his body into segments. Basically makes him immune to slashing weapons. Everything except his feet is capable of being sliced apart, and he can still control it freely. The pieces can float around. He can still attack with them, and he uses this in conjunction with using. They look honestly like little swords. Those, but they are knives. So I use that in conjunction with that. But apart from that, besides using also his, I believe it's Buggy Bomb or whatever it is, basically specialized cannonballs, he's not really all that tough. I mean, he's not physically, it would actually be very hard to beat this guy, but at least for certain individuals. But each individual piece can still be hurt. He can still feel the pain of being hurt by these pieces. Not only that, but he doesn't really have any hockey use at all. His fruit's unique, but nothing serious. He's tough enough. He's also not really all that physically inclined in the traditional sense. He's not like a super strong fighter or anything like that. Now, if you had added hockey to him, like say armament hockey, if you added armament hockey to his double fruit, split them up, and all of them are now super pieces of armor, you would add a much more powerful character. But regardless. So, right out of the gate, it seems like he has a clear edge against the Joker. And in physical combat, he does. However, the Joker is very, very tricky, because the Joker literally has, no joke, a gag's worth of tricks under his belt. From acid-spitting flowers, to blades of venom, to bombs, the Joker venom, which is strong enough to literally manipulate, to affect Superman of all people. Joker is also completely insane, and he does carry guns on him, which do exist in the One Piece world. Not to the extent they exist in that, like most other fiction, they're still relatively primitive weapons, but compared to what we got now, but they are still, it's still there. So the Joker could easily win with a dousing of Joker venom, acid to burn him, and then shooting him in the face or whatever, because the Joker's a good shot too. Not a master marksman, but a good shot. So the question simply becomes, and he's certainly the smarter of the two. I don't think anyone of us is going to argue the Joker is just the smarter individual between him and Buggy. So how does this fight work? Joker maybe shows up on the ship, tries to take over the, ahoy there, mateys, the Clown Prince of the Sea here. Let's see, would you be so kind as to just drop everything, throw yourselves overboard, and give me your ship? Buggy comes out. I don't know who the hell you think you are. These are my crew. This is my ship. Now get off, you wannabe. Oh, another clown, stealing my shtick. Well, why don't we just let bygones be bygones? Here, have a pie. And the pie explodes. What the hell? It's like, fine. And, throws like the Buggy bombs at him. Doesn't really go anywhere. He finally comes in, tries to get in close with him a little bit. He's like, oh, so, almost, yeah. Yeah, why don't you need to stop and smell the roses, kids. Just sprays acid, burns it. Oh, that hurts. Sorry, blows out a knife, because the Joker likes using knives. And just, huh? That I really didn't like. It's like, you were gonna have to try harder than that, buddy. Just something like splits apart. It's like, and Joker, who isn't bad in hand-to-hand themselves, his level of skill is very inconsistent over the years, but he's not bad hand-to-hand. So it starts like, and suddenly he starts getting sliced by the knives. I see. Well, and he starts getting cut. He's bleeding. It's like, yeah, I'm the clown, or I'm the true clown around here, buddy, and you're just the poser. Well, if I am the poser, very well then. At least I can go out with a smile, and just throws the Joker venom out in a gas cloud. Buggy, unfortunately, would be too close and just starts Now you see, that's how a clown's supposed to look. And then kills him. The problem for Buggy is very much this. The Joker can take a lot of hits too, but it just comes down to the Joker's got way more ways of actually hurting Buggy than Buggy. What's the best way to put this? The Joker has many avenues to actually hurt and kill Buggy. The Joker venom alone, he has just no answer for. And Buggy's not necessarily the brightest guy. He's not an idiot per se, but he's among the characters, he's one of the less intellectual ones. I think that's the best way to put it. So he is not only not going to expect that, he's probably going to be pretty close in close range when that thing goes off, and therefore he's just going to drop. The Joker is going to get, or Buggy's going to get some hits in though, because the Joker isn't just going to throw a Joker venom willy-nilly. I mean, he can if he wants, but he probably would just start out with his gun or a knife or whatever and just go from there. But the fact is that no, it's not that simple. And because Buggy's Devil Fruit is very, tricky, at least in terms of physical combat, the Joker would probably get one-upped a little bit for a while until he just throws a Joker bomb of venom out. And so I think the Joker probably does win the fight. Buggy is a unique character in terms of combat, but yeah, he's probably going to lose this fight. Just because it's kind of like what happened with Sweet Tooth and the Joker duked it out. Sweet Tooth had a lot of edges physically and like tech-wise, but the Joker was just far more conniving, could take enough hits to outlast him, and then the Joker venom kicks in and just straight out kills him. Anyway, though, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. I got the Joker, but Buggy or the Joker? Who do you got? Let me know in the comments below. Till then, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.